Welcome to the Crystal Mermaid Daily Stone for Monday, September 11th, 2017. My name is Jessica. I am an intuitive light worker here to raise the galactic consciousness one stone at a time. Why I'm sitting here in the darkness today is in remembrance. I'm sitting here by the light of some candles, and I've set a grid. Today is September 11th in the United States. This is a day of remembrance of the attacks on New York and Pennsylvania, as well as Washington, D.C., as well as there's a lot of chaos going on in the world. That candlelight just went out. There's a lot of chaos going on in the world. There's a lot of death. There's a lot of destruction. There's a lot of just craziness happening. So I really wanted to set this grid today, utilizing the stone smoky quartz and the energy of the smoky quartz crystal specifically, along with 4 stones for the 4 directions, calling in the wisdom of our ancestors of the north, the south, the east, and the west. But I'm specifically focusing on the quartz crystal. What I have here is a grid that I've set, and that grid is specific in representation of what it is that I'm doing. I want you to be able to see. So I just found out that an acquaintance of mine from San Francisco passed away. He was murdered. She is a transgender. Was murdered in the Tenderloin area on Saturday. Relatively well-known figure in the community. Somebody I only briefly knew, but every time I met them, it was refreshing and wonderful and spirited and joyful and optimistic and absolutely memorable. So that person's name was Bubbles. In remembrance of Bubbles passing, transitioning onto an energetic level of pure love, pure universal love, pure energy. I have some bubbles that I want to blow. There we go. Kind of like somebody might smudge. Blowing bubbles can be a form of cleansing, purification. And it's also a symbol of transformation. So, blow a few bubbles. Why did I light 3 candles to start with? When we are remembering those who've transitioned to a different energetic plane, there's release involved. And release is of the body, of the mind, finally of the soul. So in feeling like, in seeing that, one of these candles went out, and remembrance, that's the release of the body. We know when people pass, their physical body is complete. The mind, so a lot of people who still exist in a physical space, but their mind is no longer present, which makes the light of their soul dimmer, but still present. So these 3 are representing the body, the mind, and the soul, and the lights, the vitality that we have in each of those, with the soul being the center of that vitality. So the daily stone for today, the energy of today, is remembrance. The energy of the smoky quartz is transition, protection, and removal of the veil that separates us from our physical plane where we exist in our human form and the other realms and planes and dimensions in which our energetic bodies travel. Lots of deep breaths today. The energy in the world is chaotic. It's been destructive. Don't allow that to get to your inner being. Rise up. Call on your inner light to help raise your own consciousness, and in doing so, raise the galactic consciousness, and that's what's going to make these transitions that we're going through, especially these next couple years, it's going to hopefully make those transitions a lot smoother, if not on a global level and a galactic level, at least on a personal level. All the crystals, rocks, and gemstones that are available to us as humans are gifts, and they're tools. Astrology, tarot, all these different elements that we explore, they're all tools to help us connect to the divine channels that are available to us. Utilize those tools in whatever way you feel comfortable and intuitively guided. If you're feeling called to the smoky quartz or called to a very basic starter 4 directions kit, I have everything available on my Etsy. They're tools that are available to utilize to help your transition, your process go more smoothly. I don't know where I would be if I didn't have my tools in my tool belt, my spiritual tool belt, to help me every single day. And for that I am grateful. I am grateful to not know, because I am very happy overall as a being to be right where I am. I wish you blessings of love and light. Move this back up here so I can see you again. Thank you for joining me, bearing with me here. I moved the camera around. This has been the Crystal Mermaid Daily Stone for Monday, September 11th, 2017. Step into your light and let your colors shine bright, even when the world around you seems very dark. Be the light in the darkness. Aho.